guys, what's up? It's Sarah. I hope you're doing well. We are in the gorgeous outside tonight, reading our book. I am on my swing, and there is the beautiful outside, and we are going to read Oscar's Secret Code. This book does have images. However, the story does not make sense unless you read the images. So I am going to read the whole book the way it is. As you know, there are people with different disabilities, and my disability is braille, blindness, and blind people read braille. That looks like this. And we read with our fingers, just like other people read with their eyes. And so Oscar is going to show his classmates how he reads because he is blind and he reads a special type of reading with his fingers, just like I do. So, here we go. Oscar sits at his desk and feels the pages of a book with his fingers. Oscar can read a secret code. Lucy saw it when Oscar opened his book. Students sit at their desks in a classroom. Some read, others write. Lucy sees the pages of Oscar's book. Lucy peeks over Oscar's shoulder to see his book. Oscar's book is different from Lucy's. Lucy's page has black letters. She reads with her eyes. Lucy reads the words in her book. Oscar's page is covered with bumps. He reads with his fingers. Oscar closes his eyes and feels the bumps on the page. The class follows the teacher through the halls of the school to the library. Is that a secret code? Lucy asks. It's not a secret. It's braille, Oscar says. I can teach it to you. The students go into the library. Lucy and Oscar find a book with a picture of a cat and a ball. Oscar shows Lucy the little bumps under each picture. Each set of bumps is a letter. Together, they form words. Just like my letters, Lucy says. Lucy finds another book. In this book, cat and ball are spelled with normal letters. Oscar is blind, so he doesn't see the letters. He feels them. Oscar says, I can even read in the dark. By the way, speaking of that, every time the power went out, I had no excuse as to why my homework wasn't done because, of course, I could do it anywhere and it sucked because everyone else could say, oh, the power went out and I couldn't see to do my homework and I had no excuse. Anyway, sorry, back to the book. There are many braille books on the shelf in the library. Lucy closes her eyes and uses her fingers to read one. She imagines Oscar reading in his bed at night with the light off. And that's cool because I don't know of a library full of Braille books. I want to go. When Lucy learns ABC, Oscar learns image, Braille ABC. Lucy sees that there are two ways to write ABC. A chart shows the whole alphabet in Braille. For every letter, there is a different set of bumps. And I wish I could show you the whole alphabet in Braille. The chart also shows how to write capital letters and periods in Braille. Now Lucy knows the secret code. Lucy helps Oscar walk back to the classroom with their new books. Oscar can write notes to Lucy. Oscar uses a special typewriter to make a note for Lucy. Lucy opens the note. The letters are in Braille. It says, "You are my best friend." And Lucy can read the message. Isn't reading fun? The teacher says we can all learn to read Braille. Class. The other students crowd around Oscar. They want to know the secret code. One boy asks, "Can I touch it too?" And that is the book. It is called The Secret Code. And that's how I read. It's not a secret code, it's Braille. It was invented by Louis Braille. And I was going to read a book about Louis Braille, but it's way too long. He got in an accident when he was 3 and became totally blinded. Went to a school for the blind in Paris, France, and hung out and didn't like any other methods of reading, so he invented his own, and it stuck with the students. And the people got mad and they forbid it, but everybody read in Braille anyway. And when Louis died, he was finally recognized. You know how that stupid crap always happens? Like, somebody's not famous and then they die and then, oh, they made the greatest invention of all time, but it wasn't great when they were alive. That's kind of how it was with Louis. And, Braille became a thing and everybody reads it. And they used to have books with paper with Braille on them. And that's how I used to read. And then I got... they have these now, which is new, these Braille displays, which I read from now, because everything's kind of become like modern and stuff. They still have Braillers, and I still have one that uses paper that you type on, and I still have the one that prints the Braille out, but I don't use it. And then it's like a printer, but it's for Braille print. And then I had a different note taker from this one when I was in college. And now I have this one. This is the Orbit Reader 20. Oh, I didn't know I didn't have to push and hold on that button. Huh, okay. Anyways, I could try to show you some of the Braille alphabets. How do I get to new? Okay, here's new. So, A is .1. I'm not going to capitalize these because it'll confuse you more. B is 1 and 2. C is 3 and 4. So, 3 and 4. That's a C right there. And I'm going to return for each one so you can see just that letter. D is 1, 4, 5. That's D. E is 1 and 5. 1, 5. That's E. F is dots 1, 2, and 4. Oops. Got something in there. Didn't want to do that. Okay, that's F right there. That's F. G is 1, 2, 4, and... Hold on. G is 1, 2, 4, and 5. And that's a G. H is 1, 2, and 5. 1, 2, and 5. That's an H. I is dots 2 and 4. So 2 and 4. That's an I. J is dots 2, 4, and 5. So we're gonna push. That's. Oh no, that's not J. Ah, yeah, it is. No, it's not. What is J? A B C H I J. Sorry, H I J. Sorry, I lied. J is 2, 4, and 5. That's a J. K is 1 and 3. And that's K. Right there. L is 1, 2, and 3. And that's L. And that blinking dot is my cursor. M is 1, 3, and 4. That's M. N is 1, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 3, 4, and 5. I cannot do that with one hand. Hold on. 1, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. That's an N. Some of these are hard to do with one hand. And O is 1, 3, and 5. So 1, 3, and... Hold on. I can't do this with one hand. Hold on. I cannot do this with one hand. Okay, 1, 3... Oh, there's my other dots. 1, 3, and 5. And that's an O. P is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, P. Looks like that. Q is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's Q. And then R is 1, 2, 3, and 5. And that's R. S is 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. That is S. T is 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's T. U is 1, 3, and 6. And I think I need 2 hands to do this. That's a U. W is 2, 4, 5, 6. W. X is 1, 3, 4, 6. X. Y is 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And Z is 1, 3, 5, and 6. And that's a Z. And that is the Braille alphabet. So then you can use that alphabet to make words. So I can do 2, 3, and 4 is S. Oh, it didn't work. Uh-oh. Hold on. Something happened. It's not typing. What's wrong? Hold on. It won't type. Okay. So you can do, you can type words like S, which is 2, 3, and 4. which will not type for some. There, S, A dot 1. R is 1, 2, 3, and 5. R. And then A is 1 again. And then H is 2, 3, and 5. 1, 2, and 5, sorry. And that says, H isn't typing. There. That says Sarah. S-A-R-A-H. Sarah. So, that is how I read and write Braille, and how Oscar reads and writes Braille. And I hope that you guys found this wow, that's loud. I hope that you guys found this informative, and that you have a wonderful rest of your day and your evening. And I will talk to you later. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for learning about something new and accepting people that are different. It's not wrong to be different, and everybody's special in their own way, even you. So know that God made you perfect, and God doesn't make mistakes, and God made you the way you are for a reason, and it's okay if you're different or than somebody else. We're all different in our own way, and it's okay to have different ways of doing things, and things that we can do and things that we can't do. So, yeah, that's what I have to say. So, everybody have a wonderful rest of your day, your evening, and I will see you again tomorrow.